Hi guys, welcome to Manhood Explained. My name is Camille. Today is 4th of August 2020 and welcome to video number 221. Today let's talk about our home, our relationship. And if it's not a fun place to be, then it means that it's your fault. And even more, it says a lot about state of this relationship. And let me explain. There are so many guys that I meet, along my life or work experience, and in 99% of the cases, men or guys are basically they're funny. They love to laugh, and we laugh of everything. There's not many people I've seen, maybe few, who are awkward in this kind of area, but rest of us, a huge majority, we're just making fun of everything. We love to look at life as it's just a full bucket of things to laugh off, including ourselves. That's why we laugh of ourselves and in our expense or on our expense, and that's normal. If you work in men's environment, that's normal thing to be. That we just everything is joke, even ourselves. So then, what happens? And I've seen that a few times. That you take this guy who is funny and having tons of laughs of everything, you put him in the context of his relationship, or you follow him, and you get to his house or his family, and everything is sad. All his funny, this funny side of him is basically not existent at home. And I started thinking, what's the reason? What changed? And there are many reasons that might cause you to change your behavior so drastically. And one of these reasons is that you're basically afraid to be yourself at your home. And that says a lot. At least to me, when I see a guy who's really funny and intelligent, when he's meeting his girl or his wife, and he basically freezes and he's not able to express himself, it means that he's basically living, at least from his point of view, in kind of jail, that he's afraid of showing his true face. And that shows that the place that you're in this relationship is completely it's not a you're not in a good position. You know what I'm saying? So this dichotomy, this dissonance in between those two just shows me how much you're not being yourself at your home. Because you are yourself here. You are completely open, completely fun, and then you go home and everything is just changed. None of this exists there. So first of all, you've got to understand that if you're not having this, it says a lot about what kind of role you play in your relationship. Point number 2, you've got to understand that it's so much easier for us guys to be funny. And I'm not saying that ladies are not funny. I know tons of them that are really, really funny because they are intelligent, because, those two are very correlated. But in most of the cases, who is sitting and watching stupid comedies? Who is, constantly obsessed about cartoons? Who is watching those stupid fail videos on YouTube? In majority of cases, we will be the leading party. Why? Because we have this absurd way of looking at the world that everything is joke. Everything is a material to make fun of. If you worked or lived with your girl for at least, reasonable amount of time, you know that in most of the cases, or much more, they'll be concentrated to be down to earth, to take care of what's going on at home, to take care of kids, to think about this and that. They're more towards having this think of what if this happened, what if that happened, what would happen if that would happen. It's like, we don't play that game. And on top of this, they're emotional. On top of this, they're having this hormonal cycle that many times kind of pushes them away from being absurd as we do. And again, tons of them, if you put them in the right environment, they're extremely intelligent and extremely funny. But majority of cases, we are the leading party. So why would you say, if our relationship is not funny, then it's her fault? No, it's yours. Because it's so much easier for you to be this kind of funny. But then if you put those 2 points together, you may say, no, I don't want to be as stupid as I am with my guys. But then it's is very interesting, because I could say, well, maybe that's a reason. Just you want to feel like you're a guy at your home, right? But then it puts me. It's a great segue to talk about point number 3, which is very interesting. If you're guy, this is what would happen. If you're gonna play exactly the same role, if you'll be exactly the same person that you're with your guys, you're gonna play at your home, many times you'll hear that you're an idiot. And that's like objective truth. And trust me, I heard that so many times that I'm just taking it as a compliment. Because it just shows that I'm the same guy with my guys and the same guys when I'm at home. But this is one thing that you got to understand. If your so-called stupidity, being absurd in the way you see the world and laugh of everything, would be kind of seen as a pejorative if you're not able to handle things where you need to be serious. Because the moment you'll be able to handle things when they need to be handled, when you need to get a grip and pull yourself together and just do things that need to be done, when they're done and you're still having time and having this energy to be funny, then you're gonna stop being anxious about what we're gonna do, what's gonna happen. It's like, no, I got this. The more she trusts you, the easier for her to open up and start to laugh at your jokes. To say something like I hear all the time, that you are an idiot, you're stupid, but you're my stupid and I love it. And I've seen this progress in my relationship as well, that the more she feels confident that you'll be able to handle things where they need to be handled, then your absurd way of seeing the world will start to be funny. And then you start to have fun together. And then she'll be able to join you, and then she'll have space to be funny as well. So that's why I say, if you're a different person with your guys and different person in your home, it basically in straight line tells me that you're not being able to handle your relationship, and you're not the person that is trustworthy or trusted in your relationship, that you'll be able to handle the relationship when it needs to be handled. Because then, if you would, then you would have fun with your girl all the time. So see, this is what I want you to take from this video. If you see that you lack or you are not able to be yourself in your relationship, it might say, it doesn't have to, but it might say that you're not able to handle your relationship when it needs your leadership, when it needs your action to be taken to solve whatever issue you're struggling with. But one thing that is great, if you know that it's basically your fault or a consequence of your state of your decisions or lack of them, that the situation is like this, then you can do something about it. So that's why I want you to see it this way, as a kind of meter of how good you are in dealing with your relationship. Because the more you'll be able to handle it, the more your girl will start to join you and having fun with you. Because she will trust that you can handle it when it needs to be handled. So think about it and do something about it. Because there is nothing better than having fun in your relationship, because you know that means so much more. If you like this video, like, share, comment. If you didn't, comment as well. Tell me what you think and what is your experience. And if there's anything you want me to talk about, give me a shout and I'll be glad to do it for you. That being said, see you tomorrow.